Hey everybody, and welcome back to my thoughts on for the Blu-ray Hunter. I'm your host, the Blu-ray Hunter, Jonathan Moody, and yes, this is my thoughts on, and I'm gonna do my thoughts on sort of where I think personally, the Blu-ray world is heading. I don't like because I'm so confused now. We haven't had anything. We've had different, you know, TVs, right? We have had like 12K TVs, 16K, I think, or whatever. But we really haven't had any Blu-ray players or 4K players getting up to like 8K or 16K or 24K or anything like that yet. And a lot of it is because, it takes a while for us, like the technology keeps improving and improving and improving and improving, and we just don't have time to just say, okay, we've had 4K for, a year. Let's bring it up to, 8K, after a year. Like we need time to settle because some people still haven't upgraded to 4K yet and stuff. And I have friends that haven't done that yet. Then I have friends who actually have updated to 4K, and I'm very surprised about, but they're not going to update to like 8K or 12K anytime soon and stuff because they're still getting used to their 4K televisions and they're still getting used to everything. And, you know, it's getting to a point where it used to be very easy to like, okay, so remember when we used to have like uh Betamax and VHS and then like DVD, Laserdisc, DVD, HD DVD, that kind of stuff. Like everything sort of took a while. Like we'd have it for like 10 years and then we would move on to the next thing. But like I said, technology, you can make a camera that shoots on, 24K or something, or whatever. And all of a sudden, but you have nowhere to put it because they haven't made like maybe they haven't made a 24K television that's available for people to watch yet, or whatever. Um, it's gonna be one of those things where um I don't know. And like people keep saying, "Oh, we're not like Blu-rays are leaving," and places like Best Buy are still selling TVs, but they're not selling, movies, or whatever. I think they're even still selling Blu-ray players and stuff like that, if I'm correct. They might not be. I know they left the DVDs and Blu-rays. They don't sell those in 4Ks. They don't sell them anymore. Which is such a bummer because that was one of the great places I could go get cheaper movies and stuff. And now you have to get them online through like eBay or Amazon or go to maybe Walmart still has a few. Even them are getting less and less. And it's just kind of a sucky situation. I would love to see more stuff come from these things. But it's just we don't know. We don't know what's next, and that's the scary thought is like we don't know what's next. Um, and we can only guess, and even our guesses aren't gonna be probably necessarily right, and so I don't know. I have no idea. I can't say. I can only presume, and my presumption is that we're gonna keep the technology is still gonna be there until one day that they're just done with, people selling home like cameras and technology and all that stuff just stops, or whatever, then that will be when everything dies down. But like they're still gonna put stuff on Blu-ray right now. They're not gonna go, Hollywood's not gonna stop putting stuff on Blu-ray. And plus then you got the boutique labels like Criterion and Kino and Arrow and all those companies who are still putting movies out. And everything's still being available. So you're still able to get stuff. It's just like some of it's more expensive than others stuff too. And so it's just one of those things where you have to look at what you have, what you have available, and then you just gotta let it go. And and buy what you want to buy. Me personally, I still love buying 4Ks over Blu-rays, but I buy more Blu-rays over 4Ks because those are less expensive. So I can go to my local Habitat for Humanity's restore and buy like, if they have it at the time, buy like 5 used Blu-rays, and that's only $5, and then you look at like in Goodwill I could buy like uh I can buy like $20 worth and have like 8 movies or something, 8 Blu-rays, something like that, maybe 10. I don't know, something ridiculous because that's everything's cheaper now, especially when it's used. So anyway, I really enjoy, getting all these films and having them be a part of my collection, but just knowing like things are different. Some movies are easier to find and some are harder to find. And so I don't know. I I don't know how it's really gonna be if everything's gonna go from 4K to 8K to 12K to 16K, 20K, 24K, whatever it is. There's a lot of Ks, and after a while, it's going to get to a point where, like, the next step would be just being in the movie, with the actors or something, like virtual reality kind of thing, that you can put yourself in the movie and you can feel like you're there with them, each scene or whatever, right next to Tom Cruise or whatever, and you're not even an actor. You're just there. You're just a person watching it, but you're like, feeling like you're there. That would be like that would be the closest thing to what the last step on anything would be. I mean, that would be, I don't know what K that would be, but that would be awesome. I would love that. But it's no, it's not. I don't know. They're doing the VR stuff all the time, so I wouldn't be surprised if they made VR movies at some point too. Um, Meta is doing all that stuff. It's just the way the world works right now is like they're trying so hard to keep this industry afloat, and it's getting more and more expensive for them to do that. And then sometimes they're making losing money in the theaters and stuff. So if you're not going to go see a movie, you're kind of not helping the industry, or whatever. At least that's kind of how it's viewed. And so, lately I've been going to the theaters a lot more because I bought a pass, to go to the theater, and I sort of feel like I'm obliged to go now because I feel like I'm spending more money than I should be. Anyway, that's it. That's all I guess I needed to share. I hope you guys got a lot out of this. If you didn't, let me know what you guys thought. What are your thoughts on where things are going, 4K, 8K, 12K, whatever K is like, where do you think this is gonna go? Is it gonna lead to virtual reality movies or what's gonna happen? I don't know. I have no idea. That's the scary thing about, what's going on in this world right now is we have no idea what the future holds. Just the future just holds whatever it holds, whatever happens, happens. So, all right, anyway, hope you guys enjoy this. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are. All right, bye.